travels end to end for miles to meet his grandson. He loves him so much, of course he does, but he is so much affectionate towards him. Come with by chopper to from Gadchiroli to Mumbai, go to Varsha Bungalow. If he learns that his grandson Shivansh is in Thane, he would go from here to there with all the convoy just to see him sleeping. How he is when he's angry, how he is when he's really tired.
How is he when he's angry?
The role that was there, it was on Zee Marathi. It was a leading role, the title role, and it was Lokmanya Tilak's role. There was no way I would have rejected it. I thought for an hour or something, and I said yes, let's do it. So मैंने उसके लिए वजन बढ़ाया. I had a double chin, proper stomach, belly. Yeah, 2 hours you need to put the bald cap on, and it is not, so takkal was the option, and so there were a lot of stakes.
Just in a humor way, ऐसे कभी हुआ है कि किसी ने फोन किया और बोला एकनाथ जी बनकर आ जाना? हुआ है?
A lot of times I've always denied, of course, कि मैं कैसे कर सकता हूँ. I remember after we wrapped Lokmanya, we hugged and cried for so long because they had slogged for the show. But I'm used to it for so many years. I've been doing it. I've been doing this thing कि रोज travel वाला thing also, and there were horns from behind. And so many bikes were following our car. क्या चल रहा है, कोई टाइम पास कर रहे क्या हमारे साथ? देखा तो कांच नॉक करके कांच नीचे करो, कांच नीचे करो. Upendra Limaya has been my favorite actor for a long time. Yeah. Prasad Oak, Subodh Bhave is amazing. From Hindi film industry, I'll say Nawaz I love a lot. Irfan तो सबके दिल की धड़कन है. He is a legendary actor. No need to say Amitabh Bachchan in the list of favorite actors because he is indeed a favorite actor for many people. Ranveer I really love. Ranveer Singh.
Hi, this is Asta Tripathi and welcome to Awesome TV, which lets you be simply awesome. Today we have with us Kshitish ji. Of course, हमने इन्हें recently देखा है मिस्त्री में, and I can't forget how phenomenal your performance was. I think धर्मवीर में मुझे आप बहुत पसंद आए थे और इसके बाद मिस्त्री में it's a whole different role, right? Yeah. You playing a cop added like a lot of humor there. So Helen, welcome to Awesome TV. Tell me what kind of comments are you receiving because हिंदी में पहला project है.
जी. So it's really wonderful. Altogether a different audience that is being catered right now, and on the social media and all as well, receiving a lot of DMs saying they loved the work, they loved the series and everything. Also fun part being मेरा भी नाटक चल रहा है मराठी में Me versus Me नाम का. तो whenever the shows are happening ना, pre Mistry everyone used to say and come and say, the audience who meets later कि अरे आपको मुळशी पैटर्न में देखा है, धर्मवीर में देखा है, अमेजिंग, ये नाटक भी अच्छा रहा. Now suddenly people are coming and talking about Mistry. So it's a real, real time reaction कि the series has released, the plays on, and people are actually watching it parallelly. So it's also fun that in a day or in a 2 days time, people are watching multiple roles played by one person. That is the fun part of it. I'm really enjoying it.
But do you think the range of audience have also changed? Like, audience और ज़्यादा बढ़ चुकी है? Is it like wider now?
Yeah, indeed. Like I had never received a comment from JNK saying आपका नाटक देखा, आपकी सीरियल देखी, आपकी फिल्म देखी है. It suddenly started to pour into the DMs कि सीरीज देखी, अच्छी है. All over India, people are texting. People are conveying message somehow, and of course there is a pocket, a regional pocket for Marathi audiences. It's too big. It's of course too big. Also, every Marathi project has a different audience pocket. Also, there's a different theater audience. There's a different, very strong television audience set of people. Films, certain types of films. There are so many people around there. I mean, Mulshi pattern Dharmaveer has a specific kind of audience. And I'm grateful enough to say that I have tried to cater many types of audiences over the years, which is not entirely my credit, of course. The people who have tried to cast me in the projects. कि मैंने लोकमान्य नाम की सीरियल की थी.
Yes, I remember, and it was like widely popular as well.
Yeah. So मैं लोकमान्य तिलक जी का कैरेक्टर प्ले कर रहा था. It has a very definite kind of audience. Mulshi pattern has a different audience. So suddenly by playing a role in Mistry, the range ही बदल गया. I'm still trying to understand and receive कहाँ से कौन देख के आ रहा है, कैसे देख रहे हैं लोग. Like सोसाइटी में अंदर जाएंगे तो 2-4 लोग मिल रहे हैं, कह रहे हैं कि यार परसों ही सीरीज देखी तुम्हारी, which is a great thing.
राइट अच्छा टॉकिंग अबाउट हिंदी ऑडियंस ठीक है आपने इतना टाइम लिया इस स्पेसिफिक जॉनर में आने के लिए क्यों और ये प्रोजेक्ट ही क्यों अगेन
Honestly, actors don't have much space to choose, right? It's mostly like ये तीन चीजें हैं इसमें से अभी क्या कर सकते हैं राइट सो आई हैव ऑलवेज बीन चूजिंग दिस काइंड आई हैव नेवर रियली डेफिनेटली प्लान्ड अ ग्राफ कि अभी ये करना है 3 साल बाद मुझे ये होना है ये नहीं गोज विद द मूड आई गो विद द फ्लो वॉट एवर इज हैपनिंग सो I think the company was really good. Banijay Asia has produced the series. Hotstar is a great platform. It is viewed by millions. And Ram Kapoor, the star of Marathi Indian television for like a decade or so. Mona Singh, I'm a fan of hers. Shikha is there. And so many. Shishir Sharma ji hai. कितने अच्छे आर्टिस्ट है.
It's a great star cast, I must say.
Absolutely. And if I am being considered to be a part of it and getting to perform really freely, Rishabh Seth, the director of the series, is amazing with the scenes. He really conducts well, gives space really nicely for the performances, but still he has his control over the scene. So I guess all these things came together coincidentally really well, and this happened. I did not. I mean, I have done such a humor in theater many times, but for the screen, actually, on a larger platform, I've done it for the first time. Like, you know, a cop and a comic cop is a pretty explored thing in cinema, right? Especially in Indian cinema. So, I tried my way out, not claiming anything, of course, but tried my way around it ki not doing a cliche of it.
Exactly, and not like acting, you know, not like acting of somebody else, like, you know,
Yeah.
stereotypical thing. You didn't want to do that.
Exactly, because it's a thin line, right, Astha? कि थोड़ा underplay हो जाए तो it's an ineffective performance. थोड़ा ऊपर हो जाए तो it's a slapstick kind of a loud performance. So playing between that two planes, wherein you can just be genuine with the character and still not hamper the scene with your hard-hitting humor. So that's the balance I tried to do. I don't know, but the reactions that I'm getting are really promising.
But one thing, you know, I really liked what you just said, that as actors, we always can't be choosers, right? As Priyanka Chopra once said, and it just stuck in my head, that actors are freelancers no matter what. At the end of the day, we need work. हमारे पास वो काम आता है तब हम लेते हैं, right? ये एक 9 to 5 जॉब नहीं है कि रोज आपको ऑफिस जाना है. So at times जब काम नहीं होता है तब क्या माइंड स्टेट रहता है? प्लीज टेल मी अबाउट दैट. कभी कभी ऐसा होता है 1-2 महीने काम ही नहीं है.
बिल्कुल होता है. I have made peace with it.
Okay.
And it is the best way to survive. Otherwise, it's only frustration, right? If you are not working, it is frustrating anyway. But any artist who is especially acting department artists, the freelancers, have to accept the fact that it is a dependent job. You up to a point where quote unquote you are a star, where you can initiate projects. Till that time you only have to do what comes your way. After a point you can choose between the projects. Then the later stage comes where you can initiate a project, right? So you have to understand where you stand at that point. You don't need to overvalue yourself, and that's the most peaceful way to deal with it. Whenever I am, see, and actor के लिए रियाज क्या है? एक गायक जो है वो 2 घंटे सुबह रियाज कर सकता है सुर लगा के. कोई डांसर है वो रियाज कर सकता है. एक्टर क्या रियाज करेगा? है चीज़ें हैं, काफ़ी लोगों ने लिखी हुई. डॉक्टर श्रीराम लागू ने उस पर बहुत अच्छा लिखा है कि एक्टर रियाज कैसे कर सकता है. पर फॉर मी, हाउ आई लिव, हाउ आई कंडक्ट माई सेल्फ इज माई रियाज, राइट? दैट्स माई सिलेबस. सो whenever I'm free, it's actually my learning time.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I meet friends, I read, I go and watch plays, films. I talk to many people. I also have a habit. अभी 3-4 साल में हुआ नहीं है ये, क्योंकि touch wood, I did not have a good window to give space for it. But I also have a habit of attending workshops. I really like to revisit myself, to coming to ground zero and न्यूट्रल गियर डाल के फिर से काम शुरू करना. So that's what it means when you have a gap. It's never a gap. It's always a learning time for you.
Definitely, and actors are great observers also,
They
right?
have to be. It's part of the
You
job.
never know what role you get to play, right?
Yeah, exactly. So working on your body language, working on your voice, and characterizing, impersonating things. I mean people. So there are so many things to do, and especially when in a state of Maharashtra, especially in India, let's say, when you are an actor now, you are never enough. No actor in India can be enough. There are so many languages, so many cultures, so many geographies कि हम कहते हैं ना कि 200-200 मील पर मिट्टी का रंग और भाषा का लहजा बदल जाता है इंडिया में, है ना. तुम जितना भी पढ़ो, जितना भी ऑब्जर्व करो, कम ही है. महाराष्ट्र में itself there are so many dialects. There is Marathi, but there is a spectrum of dialects, right? You go to Pune, there is different Marathi. You come to Mumbai Marathi, it is different. If you go to Satara, Sangli, Kolhapur, you go to Marathwada, it is a different Marathi everywhere. So there is no free time. Actually, actors do not have free time. Any given free time is a learning time.
Exactly. That depends on how passionate also you are with your craft and with your work. I feel if you do it like that, then I must say that you're very passionate enough that you want to learn like everything, every language. So it comes with passion also, right? A lot of passion.
It does come with passion, and I think only that matters. Passion. I mean, if there comes a time where you're not working, but still something keeps you on, something keeps you going. That's the spirit thing that you have in yourself. Like, I'm not giving a spiritual talk.
No, but it's interesting to know.
Yeah, it is. Passion always is ahead of anything else. That you have to trust that calling, and you have to gauge honestly whether you have the privilege of following the passion, right? I mean, sometimes it's just that I have a passion of skydiving, for example. If I have no money, how do I do skydiving? So वहाँ पे passion भी मर जाता है कि भाई passion डब्बे में बंद करके रख दो, अभी पैसे कमाओ, नहीं है, अभी कुछ नहीं कर सकते. तो you have to get the reality check also कि मेरा passion जो है मुझे परवड़ रहा है क्या? But this is acting is such a thing. They say na, you are the player and you are the instrument. That's what they say about acting. I don't need an instrument to play. I don't need anything. If I am there, acting is there. So it's सस्ता नशा है वो.
डेफिनेटली. अच्छा, पुणे से मुंबई तक का सफर जो रहा है आपका, आई एम श्योर वो भी बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग होगा. लेट्स टॉक अबाउट दैट पुणे में you were born and brought up in Pune, right? And how acting just came up and how everything just changed.
I have been a part of many theatre groups in Pune, and I have acted like unrecognizable parts to lead parts and everything with the theatre groups in Pune.
Sorry to interrupt, I just want to know the age, like from what age did you start with this?
I see children theatre workshop वगैरह से मैं काम कर रहा हूँ.
Oh my god.
My parents were kind enough to send me to all kinds of classes where you go explore and decide what you want to pursue. So I somehow got a hold of drama and everything, acting prominently, and I started to actually take it seriously at the age of 16, 17 when I entered the college and started to do college theatre in the art circle. Okay. Right. तब तक तो बच्चों वाला नाटक है, चल रहा है.
स्टेज फियर नहीं होगा ना कभी, बिकॉज आप बचपन से उस तरह से ट्रेन थे.
हाँ, thankfully I never had stage fright. I was a very introvert kid, and acting changed me like anything. I'm an ambivert or extrovert only now, very emotive, expressive and everything. But acting made me change myself to a better and bolder person. And at the age of 16, 17 I started doing theatre. उसके बाद कॉलेज में नाटक कर करके, पुणे के ग्रुप्स में नाटक कर करके, देयर वाज नो सच वन पॉइंट व्हेन आई डिसाइडेड कि अब यही करना है. पर दूसरा कुछ आता भी नहीं है मुझे, मतलब करूँ भी क्या.
बट व्हाट वर यू स्टडीइंग इन द कॉलेज?
आई वाज स्टडीइंग कॉमर्स. आई कंप्लीटेड माय बीकॉम, जो मुझे आज घंटा कुछ याद नहीं है, कुछ भी याद नहीं है मुझे. आई नो नथिंग अबाउट कॉमर्स. आई डिडंट नो इट देन आल्सो.
वो तो ऑफ कोर्स ड्रामा ग्रुप में पार्ट लेने के लिए कुछ तो पढ़ना पड़ता ही है.
एग्जाम है तो एक हफ्ते पहले वो उसके शॉर्ट नोट्स वाला किताब खरीदो, एक हफ्ता पढ़ो, एग्जाम दे दो, पास हो जाओ. दैट वाज अ थिंग विद स्टडीज. आफ्टर दैट आई वुड लाइक टू से पुणे यूनिवर्सिटी में मैंने डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन स्टडीज में मास्टर्स किया. That was one of the changing points of my life academically. Like I always believe in the 17 years of my academic education, those were the only 2 years when I actually studied, which gave me a hell lot of things. Our professors there, the professors for video production, media research, and just looking a film, appreciating a film, appreciating an image, appreciating media. It was such a syllabus, and that was a turning point for me to look at media in general, to look at society. It was very liberating for me to study in the university. तब मैंने नाटक में भी थोड़ा गैप लिया, कर रहा था, पर आई एक्चुअली थॉट कि मुझे सीखना है. मैं रोज लेक्चर्स जाके सीख रहा था, एंड आई वाज एंजॉयिंग इट मोर देन एनीथिंग एल्स. सो दैट वाज द टाइम व्हेन आई रियली स्टडीड. बट आफ्टर दैट, या, आई got a television serial. I auditioned for it. I got.
How did that happen?
There were so many friends who were working in television, right? Who's the seniors from college.
Theaters, of course. जब आप theater कर रहे हो तो मिल जाते हैं.
करियर की गाड़ियां भी लाइन में लग रही है, ऐसे काफी दोस्त थे, और हम तो सीख रहे थे, पढ़ाई कर रहे थे. तो उन लोगों ने कहीं कहीं से कांटेक्ट देके फोन आ रहे थे. और स्पेशली इफ यू आर द विनर्स ऑफ दीज कॉलेज कॉम्पिटिशन्स ना, मेनी प्रोड्यूसर्स, डायरेक्टर्स come and watch those plays for new talent.
हाँ, right. ये भी होता है, कॉलेजेस में ही तो टैलेंट हंट होता है.
Absolutely. They always want fresh faces. So they go to the college competition plays and all, and कि इसका नंबर ले लो, इसको फोन करो. So यही कहीं से हमें एक सीनियर डायरेक्टर का फोन आया saying कि there is a channel being launched right now, और उस पे पहली सीरियल हम कर रहे हैं. So I would like you to audition. Would you like to do? And I was like, wow. अभी पैसे मिल जाएंगे, वाओ, और काम भी मिलेगा, पर डे मिलेगा. तो आई गेव ऑडिशन, थैंकफुली आई वाज सिलेक्टेड, एंड देन इट ऑल स्टार्टेड, आई गेस. देन एक्चुअली स्टार्टेड, आई मीन, एंड दैट्स हाउ इट वर्क्स, राइट? आई मीन, यू आर अ पार्ट ऑफ मीडिया, यू आल्सो नो इट. इट हैपेंस द सेम वे कि यू वर्क फॉर समवन, दे सजेस्ट यू समवेयर एल्स, यू ऑडिशन देयर, वर्क्स आउट और नॉट, देन यू वर्क देयर, कॉन्टैक्ट्स बढ़ जाते हैं, फिर कोई किसी और को सजेस्ट करता है. That's how the chain happens, and that's how it has been since.
And वो सीरियल का नाम क्या था?
बन मस्का नाम का सीरियल था.
And what was your character?
मेरा उसमें चुंबक नाम का कैरेक्टर था, which was again a comic relief. The series was humor, but I had a very peculiar, studious character in it, and I used to love doing it.
And सीरियल बाद में पॉपुलर हुई वो?
हाँ, काफी पॉपुलर, और अभी भी वो एक दो चैनल्स है, जी युवा पे और किसी एक चैनल पे.
मुझे ये पता है, लॉकडाउन में काफी चल रही थी. बिकॉज लॉकडाउन में पुराने शोज बहुत आते थे, और उसमें मुझे जहाँ तक याद है,
रीरन्स में मेरे दोनों ये सीरियल्स, देवा शपथ नाम की सीरियल मैंने की, जिसमें मैं श्री कृष्ण का कैरेक्टर प्ले करता था. सो इट वाज लाइक नॉट बेस्ड ऑन इट और एनीथिंग, इट वाज लाइक, ओ माय गॉड.
हाँ, okay, got the concept.
Modern day Krishna. He is actually the god which has come into the humans, and he's directing them to what? Belief, spirituality, philosophy, and everything. So that's the character I played. So वो दोनों serials rerun हो रही थी.
Recall value भी है.
हाँ, so and people have loved these shows so much. There are really people who say कि now that the serials are what, 7-8 years old, 8-9 years old, boys and girls who have grown up now, the Gen Zs, they come saying कि when I was a kid, I used to watch your Sri Krishna, and I still watch it on YouTube and everything else. So it's really fun.
Also Lokmanya, I think that is also a very popular role, right? Because मैं जब भी आपके कोई इंटरव्यूज देखती हूँ, ठीक है, कमेंट सेक्शन में एक कमेंट मुझे हमेशा लोकमान्या के बारे में दिखता है. That's that popular.
Yes, it is, and it is that show has a special space in my heart. I mean, the history of Lokmanya Tilak, the history of Indian rage and war for independence, and the transformations that he brought in the society, and Gopal Ganesh Agarkar and Vishnu Shastri Chiplankar, and so many figures in the history. I got to read a lot about them. I got to meet a lot of people who have studied this history, and you know, the best part of being an actor is you get to enter newer worlds every time. Like with Deva Shapat, I got to read and know more about Mahabharata, Shri Krishna philosophy. Yeah, it's temporary. It's going to end someday. But you get introduced to a new world, and it's for people who are not in media, don't get to explore so much, right? It's my job requisite to explore worlds. Like when I acted in Mulshi Pattern, the whole crime world in Pune, I got to explore. The whole police industry, the whole police world, how does the chain operate? That I got to know. While acting in Dharmaveer, I got to know the entire political world, the current politics in Maharashtra. So as an actor, it's a privilege that you get to know worlds. And the same thing happened with, what were we talking about? Lokmanya. The same thing happened about Lokmanya, that I got to understand so much about the history, and the best part was enacting his his personality. It was appreciated a lot, and I'm glad I did the job. Actually, when it was offered to me, I was not in the zone of doing television. Somehow films were coming my way, and see, it's a grind, right? Television is a grind, and it is a daily job. It's a job. It's an actual job. You go daily, shoot, come back, sleep, go. That's the cycle. And it was a 1 year commitment. So I was, और टक्कल भी करना था, बाल निकालने थे. So for an actor, बाल निकालना is a different gamble. For a male actor, it's a different.
But वो wig से भी हो जाता है ना कितनी बार. But you chose to.
Every day for a film, yes.
But yeah, for every day.
It's a very taxing process. The using a bald cap, you sweat. The sweat stays inside. And it needs post production cleanup also.
Also, you don't feel your character so much. Also, like अगर आपके बाल सही में नहीं है, you feel that character. I think you get more into the shoes of the character.
Being an actor, I would say it doesn't matter. Frankly, it's irritating. The bald cap is irritating. Whenever you put something, stick something to your face, which is your actual USP when you're acting, it is irritating. But actually it needs cleanup also. I mean, it needs a post-production work for cleaning the stickiness and everything, edges. So
and time consuming also, I feel.
Yeah, 2 hours you need to put the bald cap on. And it is not, so takkal was the option. And so there were a lot of stakes. कि अभी फिल्म्स आ रही है, वो छोड़ के टेलीविजन करूँ ना करूँ, टक्कल है करूँ ना करूँ. पर the role that was there, it was on Zee Marathi. It was a leading role, the title role, and it was Lokmanya Tilak's role. There was no way I would have rejected it. I thought for an hour or something, and I said yes, let's do it. So मैंने उसके लिए वजन बढ़ाया. I had a double chin, proper stomach, belly.
So it was you who convinced yourself, or it was your family, or you just called someone and asked? Decision making किसका था?
I always bounce back things with my family. Yeah, with my mom and dad, I always bounce back things. It's like I become a kid at that point. कि whenever छोटा सा छोटा कोई भी चीज़ हो. So like right now also I talk to my mother कि नहीं अभी shoot शुरू कर रहे हैं podcast का, और उसके बाद I'll call you later. So she knows what I'm doing right now. So always I do it, and they were the ones who backed me, but I was the one who took the decision, because there were stakes, and especially male actors watching the podcast would agree to it कि टक्कल करना is a different gamble. क्योंकि 6-7 महीने लग जाते हैं वापस बाल ऐसे आने में. तब तक people are like, अरे मुझे तुम पसंद हो इस रोल के लिए, पर बाल अभी ठीक से नहीं पड़े, and you lose on parts. So thankfully everything fell in place. The show was very much appreciated, and
it was a super hit show. People still talk about it.
Yeah, they do.
When they talk about Kshitish, this character is there. Of course, Dharmaveer is also there. But tell me one thing, while you were in your college and you were shooting simultaneously for the television, or your college days were like done by then when you were shooting for television?
They were done. I mean, when I was doing the masters in university, I had decided कि मुझे ये overlaps नहीं करने. सब कह रहे थे अभी तवा गरम है तो काम कर लो, पर मुझे कह रहा, I was so enjoying what I was studying ना. So I have the tendency of always giving into the mood कि अभी calling क्या है. I don't look much into the trajectory, graph and everything कि statistically मुझे अभी क्या करना चाहिए. Yes, ये thought है ही, पर मैं अभी क्या करना चाहता हूँ wins the argument.
But don't you think that television में बहुत attachment हो जाता है with everything, with the character, with the crew, with everyone on set? Because आप रोज आ रहे हो, ठीक है, आप वही लोगों को रोज मिल रहे हो. Then let it even be a spot boy for that matter of fact. हर किसी से वो attachment हो जाता है, and when you actually wrap up, it's a whole emotional roller coaster. What do you have to say on that?
That's maybe the worst part of acting. That's I told the best
And
part.
is that only with television या फिल्मों में भी ऐसा होता है?
फिल्मों में भी होता है यार, नाटक में होता है, फिल्मों में होता है, टेलीविजन में बहुत ज्यादा है उसकी डिग्री, क्योंकि यू आर स्पेंडिंग मोर टाइम ऑन सेट देन यू आर एट होम. It's a 13-hour shift in television. Like there's what 8:30 call time. I wake up at 6. I do all the chores. I bath. I brush my teeth. I have my breakfast. I go. Once I go, 13 hours I'm with those people. I come back. I'm tired. I sleep. I go back to those people.
It's just copy paste ना, life repeat पे चल रही है. It's on loop.
Yeah. So रोज मैं जिनके साथ 13 घंटे बिता रहा हूँ, अचानक a day comes कि today is the last day of shoot. So you have those withdrawals. Suddenly you don't know how to talk to people.
And next day क्या होगा ना? You don't wake up the same way.
There's a void. Next day there's a void. It's a vacuum. कि अभी क्या करूँ मैं? अभी suddenly I'm home, चाय पी रहा हूँ, खा रहा हूँ, कुछ है नहीं करने के लिए. ऐसी emptiness आ जाता है. पर see, all again the teams also make sure कि they enjoy. They have a post-shoot party. They share a lot of things. They give gifts to each other. I still have Lokmanya gifts with me. Today morning I was talking to my friend. He had come to my house. कि यार ये लोकमान्य के मुझे इस एक्टर ने दिया, ये इस एक्टर ने दिया, ये पेड़ है, ये इस एक्टर ने दिया. So everyone gives souvenirs as a
memory.
Yeah.
And a lot of actors even take a piece from the set to keep it as a memory. Do you do that?
I used to do that. Later I realized कि I don't take care of those things and I'm pretty what क्या कह सकते हैं, मैं ठीक से
ध्यान नहीं रखता.
इन चीज़ों का. पर मैं तभी ओवरवेम ला कि नहीं, ये मेरे कैरेक्टर का चश्मा है, इसलिए मैं घर लाया मैं. एंड लेटर इट इज समवेयर कहीं ड्रॉवर में अंदर पड़ा है, टूट गया है, तो मैंने कहा ये डिसरिस्पेक्ट है जो मैं काम कर रहा हूँ उसके साथ. तो नाउ आई हैव स्टॉप टेकिंग सोवेनियर्स. बट आई यूज्ड टू डू इट. लाइक अबाउट बनमस्का आई टोल्ड यू, कैफे बनमस्का नाम का जो हमारा बोर्ड था, बनमस्का कैफे, वो मैं घर लाया था और घर पे दीवार पे लटकाया था मैंने. हाँ, मुझे लगा नहीं, मेरी पहली सीरियल मुझे ये घर पे ला के रखना है. Like from Dharmaveer set, I have taken the specs that I used for Eknath Shinde's character. Wow. So the specs are well kept in my house right now. So there are some things that do matter a lot. You have the urge to take them home. That I do, but not regularly these days.
And I'm talking about, like, I'm not only talking about the star cast, ठीक है, co-actors तो हैं आपके साथ, but I'm talking about people who are like your spot boy or maybe your makeup artist, because I've seen makeup artists getting emotional when there is a rap.
Of course, it's a family. It is a family. There is no scaling.
There's no scaling, exactly. It's not only about the directors or producers. It's just from the ground level, I feel.
Never. I remember after we wrapped Lokmanya, me and our set designer, we hugged and cried for so long because they had slogged for the show. Every episode there was a new scene and एक ही रूम में वो दीवारें हटा कर लगा कर नया लोकेशन बना देते थे. And I used to feel such a magical thing for it कि यार कल यहाँ पे डेक्कन एजुकेशन सोसाइटी का ऑफिस दिख रहा था, आज घर दिख रहा है, कल गार्डन दिखेगा, कुछ भी चल रहा है मैजिक रूम में. तो I cried so much in his arms, and the entire team. We are connected also. Still, we have a WhatsApp group. Everyone is there on it, and even whenever I worked later, वहाँ पे लोकमान्य की टीम में जो स्पॉट बॉयज थे, मैंने उनको पर्सनल मेरे साथ कहीं ले गया मैं. So it's an affection that stays with you, and you have to carry that forward, right?
Yeah, because see, usually we do on sets and all as well, ना?
Yeah.
तो कितनी बार ऐसे कोई serial का last day होता है? So what I have seen is, I've seen director, assistant director, everybody saying something on the mic, and then they start apologizing, and they're like, sorry, I was so harsh on you. EPs do that the most because they actually irritate the shit out of the actor there, ना? कि करना ही है, ऐसा करना है, and they're like, really sorry, that was a job, but you know, they apologize. बहुत सारी apologies चल रही होती है, हर कोई किसी को sorry बोल रहा होता है.
Especially the EP. The executive producer of any show is a dartboard. Anyone comes and hits the dart. Everyone comes and hits the dart on him, saying schedule कहाँ है, dates कहाँ है, ये क्यों नहीं आया, वो क्यों नहीं आया, लाइट क्यों नहीं लग रहा है, लाइट गया, अरे लाइट गया कोई EP क्या करे, but he has to handle the scenario. AC नहीं चल रहा है, अरे he is not an electrician, but he has to attend the scenario. So EP is the I think the toughest job on any set. But yeah, they do apologize because you know shit happens because on every work set some कभी झगड़ा हो जाता है, कभी किसी को कोई गाली दे देता है, कहीं कोई इरिटेट हो जाता है, गुस्से में कुछ बोल देते हैं, but I believe this is such a spirit कि everyone wants to say all's well that ends well, right? So वहाँ से वो apology आ जाती है कि यार sorry if I hurt you, sorry मैंने गाली दे दी परसों, I'm sorry for it, and you also say ठीक है it's okay, I understand.
हाँ, फ्रस्ट्रेशन में हो जाता है ना कभी कभी, बिकॉज आपको टेलीविजन पे रोज वो एयर होना ही है, ठीक है, यू कांट डू एनीथिंग अबाउट इट. प्रेशर कितना रहता है.
Every day is a different day for television.
शूट लोकेशन पुणे में होती थी या तब तक आप मुंबई आ गए थे?
मुंबई आ गया था.
ओके, तो यहाँ पर शूट होता था फिल्म सिटी एंड दीस प्लेसेस?
यस, दहिसर में एक स्टूडियो है.
नायगांव में भी बहुत होता है ना?
नायगांव में बहुत, मिस्त्री हमने नायगांव में बहुत शूट किया. मिस्त्री में जब सब जो पुलिस स्टेशन के सीन्स है,
पुलिस स्टेशन के बहुत से सीन्स नायगांव में शूट हुए हैं. अब बहुत सारे शोज भी देख लो ना, बड़े बड़े जो कॉप शोज है, उसमें आई डोंट नो मे बी इट्स द सेट और व्हाट, बट या
सेट इज सच अ वंडरफुल थिंग. आई लव सेट्स बिकॉज दे आर मेकशिफ्ट. मेरा जो इंस्टा हैंडल है क्षितिश दाते मेकिंग बिलीव, या मेकिंग बिलीव कम्स फ्रॉम दैट ओनली कि वी आर सो मच इनटू दिस मेक बिलीव जॉब ना. अभी लोगों को पता नहीं हम कहाँ बैठे हैं, but we have decorated this corner such a way कि it's looks like some definite podcast thing, right? Only we know where we are sitting right now. Exactly. So this is make believe. This is a setup, right? So that's what we do as artists. I make believe that I'm playing a character. I make believe that I am Eknath Shinde, Lokmanya Eknath, a cop. And sets too. Set पे कभी ये बिल्डिंग कॉलेज है, कभी पुलिस स्टेशन है, कभी कोई ऑफिस है, कुछ और है. सो नायगांव में तो हमने बहुत शूट किया. इवन ऑन माई बर्थडे वी वर शूटिंग इन नायगांव. इट्स सो फार अवे. आई केम 6 AM, रात 12 साढ़े 12 बजे बर्थडे खत्म होने के बाद मैं घर, पर सेट पे ओनली वी सेलिब्रेटेड द बर्थडे एंड सो मेनी पीपल वर देयर. सो इट वाज फन, इट वाज रियल फन.
अच्छा, यू स्टे विद योर पेरेंट्स हियर या आप पुणे जाते रहते हो?
मैं पुणे जाता रहता हूँ. माई पेरेंट्स स्टे इन पुणे.
तो कितने, हाउ ऑफन डू यू गो पुणे? कॉन्स्टेंटली.
हाँ, मुझे घर की बहुत याद आती है.
हाँ, it's 4 hours drive also. अगर आप ऐसे जा रहे हो, it's like 4 hours.
But I'm used to it for so many years. I've been doing it. I've been doing this thing कि रोज travel वाला thing also.
अच्छा.
Yeah.
From Pune to Mumbai.
Yeah. See, at times when you're hustling between dates na, so you have a show to perform in Pune. You're shooting in Mumbai. You're doing a night shift in Bhor. Again, you have a show in Mumbai. So you have to travel only. You have to drive. Sometimes you have to take a cab, but you have to drive. But you have to travel. So I'm used to travel a lot. Many actors, busy, those who are, will tell you the same thing. They are hustling between cities and everything. Especially people not from Mumbai.
Yeah.
They keep going. Where are you from?
I'm from Mumbai only, and I shoot in Mumbai only. But yeah, I've done a travel show basically. So for travel show, it had to be very difficult. Like I used to shoot at Boisar, and then the traveling time again 4 hours, 5 hours in the cab just to shoot like for half an hour.
Exactly.
So I had to do that. So ये तो है. But then sleeping schedule also gets like too messed up, right? As an actor.
Yeah. Acidity to constant. All. I'm sure you must be having acidity. I'm sure everyone. Yeah. सब आजकल
I think that comes with age also.
Yeah. After a point, after your 30s ना, I remember the times when we used to meet when we were 23, 24 ना, सोते नहीं है, कहीं भी जाके कबाब खा रहे, बीच रास्ते में रुक गए, सुबह अर्ली मॉर्निंग 3 AM वी आर गोइंग फॉर कॉफी समवेयर, गोइंग होम, फिर गप्पे लगाकर सो रहे सुबह 5 बजे और 8 बजे के कॉल टाइम को जा रहे. Everything, we used to digest everything. This 30s thing na, it hits hard.
And body throws out, like body actually throws.
These days, whenever we friends meet up, everyone की सॉरी मैं कैप्सिकम नहीं खा रहा हूँ, मुझे तकलीफ होती है, सॉरी मुझे टोमेटो थोड़ा अभी अवॉइड करने के लिए कहा गया है, सॉरी मैं कुछ नहीं खा रहा हूँ, मुझे एसिडिटी, एंड आफ्टर 7:30 आई डोंट ईट. Everyone has a reason. Everyone has a problem because sleep schedules, overworking. I'm not complaining. That's how life.
That's a part of your life, yeah.
Yeah, but it's yeah, like the body is messed up sometimes, but I take good care of it. I stay hydrated.
I'm sure
Exercise. Yeah, yeah. Otherwise, मतलब जहाँ है तो जहाँ है. That's what we say, right?
Right.
Talking about Dharmaveer, okay. Who would have imagined you playing such a great character of Eknath Shinde so well, so well? And I'm sure you wouldn't have imagined as well. How did that come from?
I have been working with Praveen Tarde sir on many films now. I mean, तब तक तो मैंने 2 फिल्में मैं कर चुका था जब धर्मवीर हुई उनके साथ. एंड विनोद वणवे एंड शंतनु भाके जिन्होंने कास्टिंग की धर्मवीर की. आई डोंट नो व्हाई आई रिसीव्ड अ कॉल फ्रॉम विनोद सेइंग वन डे कि सुनो ना मुझे धर्मवीर कर रहे हैं ना प्रवीण सर अभी. हाँ, तो एकनाथ शिंदे जी के कैरेक्टर के लिए तो विनोद यार नहीं यार ये नहीं होगा, क्या कह रहे हो तुम, बॉडी हाइट सब अलग है, कैसे कर रहे हो,
An age factor also.
रैंडम कैसे हो सकता है ये, अरे करो ना, कर ना भाई तू, बघू ना काय होतं. दैट्स व्हाट ही सेड. ठीक है मैं फोटोज भेजता हूँ तुम्हें. मैं जनरल मैंने ऐसे उनके जैसे कुछ पोज करके फोटो, मेरा बियर्ड था थैंकफुली, तो मैंने फोटो भेज दिए. I'll send you the photos, you please if you can. Yeah. So मैंने उसको फोटोज शेयर किए एंड प्रवीण सर कॉल्ड मी सेइंग दाते अरे काय डेंजर तू ये तू पहिले ये आता इथे. I went for the look test. Look test happened. Vidyadhar Bhatteji, the very senior makeup artist. Yeah, the one who has designed so many films. Parinita for Vidyaji and Pa, I guess. Amit Ji's. Yeah.
Then I can say like extremely phenomenal because Pa में तो बहुत मेहनत.
I guess Pa he has done, huh? I don't know Vikram Guy or him, but he has done many classics. मुन्ना भाई MBBS में गांधी जी दिलीप प्रभावलकर को उन्होंने बनाया था. He is a legendary makeup artist. He did the look test and it was done. Thankfully, Praveen sir trusted the acting part, so it was not through a hard audition that it went. Look test was done. He said, "अभी working शुरू करो. We are starting next month," and it just happened.
Because सबसे पहले look से ही इंसान convince होना चाहिए, तब जाके वो दूसरी.
Biopic तो वही है, biopic.
Exactly.
And Eknath Shinde, current DCM, like he's active politician right now.
And people are seeing him every day.
Yeah.
People are seeing him walk, talk, and everything. And now that you are portraying him, I think it's so much challenging as well.
Yeah, it's a responsibility. It's a pressurizing thing also, very positively I'm saying, because every shot, every body language, every moment, you have to do it nuanced. Considering I cannot take liberty. Lokmanya Tilak's character, yes, it is ancient history now. I mean, a century-old history at least.
People are not watching him live at least.
Yeah, and there is no person who I know who is alive who has seen Lokmanya Tilak, right? There are no videos of him. So I can take liberty. I can put my interpretation in front. But with this, it is such a current thing to perform. There's no much space for liberty. So it was indeed a very positively taxing process to act both the parts, part 1 and part 2 Dharmaveer. And also blessed with wonderful director, wonderful producer, amazing co-actors in the film.
But did you meet Eknath ji after getting casted or इसके पहले भी आप कभी मिल चुके थे? Because you've been acting also since long. So ऐसा कभी हुआ है कि पुणे में मुलाकात हुई हो या यहाँ, or it was just after the film?
It was during the film.
During the film.
Yeah. It was during the film that I met him. Of course, I knew of him. Of course, he was the Sarvajanik Bandhkam Mantri, Nagar Vikas Mantri for Maharashtra. And had not met him ever, but knew of him. And when the film started, we just had a small chat. That's all.
Okay.
But later, of course, for events, for premieres and everything, got to spend a lot of time with him for shows, performing at events and everywhere, but not earlier.
Okay, but even when Sushant Singh Rajput was playing Mahendra Singh Dhoni, he spent like a lot of time with him, like उनके साथ रहना, कि वो कैसे खाते हैं. He used to observe every small gesture of him. तो आपके साथ ऐसा होता था जब एकनाथ जी सामने, you are just observing all the time because he is my project.
Yeah, of course. Whenever I met him, I was like this. Everyone is yes, blah 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 blah, and I'm like this ki, okay, okay. So mental notes चल ही रहे थे constantly whenever I was observing him, because in front of media I can watch his videos of course, but in front of media is always different than what you are in person, right?
100%. When you are at home, you are a whole different personality, right?
Yeah. So I really wanted to know him, what he is in his own, because कोई भी character के लिए there are spaces, right? Like I am meeting you right now in this space. When I meet you probably outside the shoot, you may be a different person altogether. At your home, different person. With your parents, altogether different person. With maybe your boyfriend or something, totally different, right? So every character that I play or played, I always try to distinguish between spaces. Okay. So that it doesn't become monotonous. What is this person in his own room? What is this person in front of a mirror? What is this person in front of seniors? What is in front of his juniors? In front of colleagues?
And how he just treats people,
Yeah. So what I really tried to do was to observe spaces for him. What he is with his family. Like for example, he has a grandson. He travels end to end for miles to meet his grandson. He loves him so much. Of course he does, but he is so much affectionate towards him. When he was a CM also, in extremely busy schedule, he would come by chopper from Gadchiroli to Mumbai, go to Varsha Bungalow. If he learns that his grandson Shivansh is in Thane, he would go from here to there with all the convoy just to see him sleeping. It is, so the CM, the Eknath Shinde, the persona that he is in front of the media, is such a sweet person. He's anyway sweet in front of the media also, but in front of his grandson, right?
It's a different part of him, the vulnerable side of him, I think that gets.
So that's what I really tried to observe while playing the part, distinguishing between spaces, understanding the tone, what he lives for, what his world is. And Praveen sir has a great knowledge for politics. So Praveen sir told me a lot of things. Mangesh Desai, the producer, who actually works for Shinde Sahib for a lot of years now. So he told a lot of things. How he walks, how he is when he's angry, how he is when he's really tired.
How is he when he's angry?
That we all have seen in front of media a lot of times now. I think all of his angles are explored in front of the media now. He's such a people's person.
Politician also ना, तो वो तो दिख ही जाता है. मतलब that's raw. They don't act also. Camera है हर जगह.
Yeah, they are raw because वो कार्यकर्ता ही थे और he claims, he always says कि मैं CM हूँ, मतलब common man. It's not chief minister, it's common man for me. He says that in front of the media. That's because you meet him, he has an aura because so many people are connected to him. People come for him, they bow down. But in person, if you meet, he's just another person. Definitely. Yeah, because he has been a hardcore karyakarta who has worked on the streets for the party. So he doesn't have that demeanor of a leader. Okay. Hai na?
I've interviewed so many Marathi actors now, like really like big A-listers, and what I have observed behind the scenes, they're very simple people. Like on the call, they are like, okay, just make a vada pav, thetsa chutney. They are not like pizza burger khane wale look, very simple. And a lot of times, they listen to their parents and they are really scared of their parents till now. Yeah. So stuck to their roots, I must say. Even I want to know in the political aspect as well. कि एकनाथ सर के साथ अपना टाइम स्पेंड किया, वो भी मतलब ऐसे ही है कि extremely simple when he is at home.
He is very simple. He eats with people, he eats on the streets, he still stops his car at some vada pav center, he eats vada pav, eats an omelette. He's actually a very simple guy.
And what about Kshitij?
You tell me. You tell me. What's my vibe? What is my vibe?
It's very chill like that. But I want to know कि घर पे, like you know, if I say simplicity, what do you define simplicity as? घर पे कितना मतलब कितना सिंपल होता है सब कुछ. मे बी यू नो स्वप्निल जी मुझे कह रहे थे कि मैं तो मतलब अभी भी ना डिशेस मैं ही करता हूँ मेरे घर पे. वो एक रूल है कि मैं ना कुछ लोग बहुत सारी चीजें ऐसे. इवन गिरिजा वाज टेलिंग मी समथिंग, तो कोई ना कुछ करता है. यू टेल मी अबाउट यू नो.
सब करते हैं आई गेस. मतलब
कि घर पे कोई एक्टर और नहीं होता है, राइट?
घर पे क्यों होगा? आई मीन ऐसे चड्डी बनियन पे पड़े रहते हैं और क्या ही कर सकते हैं. एंड वॉचिंग स्टफ, रीडिंग स्टफ, टॉकिंग टू पीपल, मीटिंग फ्रेंड्स, इट्स माई गो टू थिंग. ऑल दीज थिंग्स. Whenever there's time, I find time to meet friends.
Friends from like school and college?
No, I mostly have friends in the industry. Somehow college and school friends have have left behind. No problem with them, not at all. But just you start to get to know new people, and they become a part of your life prior. So that's what has happened. And have many actor friends, many friends who are DOPs, many friends who are directors, writers, and many departments. So that's what I do in life.
बट कोई ऐसे बैचमेट से कभी मुलाकात हुई प्रोफेशनली? बिकॉज आपने थिएटर भी किया है और उसके पहले कॉलेज में आपने काफी कुछ किया है, राइट? ड्रामाज एंड ऑल. तो उसमें से भी काफी लोग अभी आगे आ गए हो मे बी. ऐसे बहुत लोग रिकॉल करते हैं ना. सो आई जस्ट रियलाइज आई शुड आस्क.
Yeah. And many people are doing great in their own jobs. I mean, one of my friend leads UNO some department in America. One of them has become an HOD in a journalism college at such a young age. So many people are doing great. One of them has become a national award winning director.
Oh, that's great. मतलब इंडस्ट्री में भी है कुछ.
हाँ, इंडस्ट्री में भी है. But when the commerce वाले people, they have scattered, right? So they have gone into different industries. They are sharing photos with UN officials on Facebook, and I'm like, अरे कब मिले इन लोगों से? And we just have a call and saying कि अरे यार मैं भी तुम्हारी फिल्म देख रहा हूँ. I'm saying मैं भी तुम्हारा रील देख रहा हूँ. अरे great. So ये सब चलता रहता है. I am really connected to many such people who are doing honestly in their own fields. And of course, I have a friend who's a VFX artist, a photographer. He works for Vikramaditya Motwani's company. The Ananya Pandey's film that came out, Control, right? Control. He was the digital supervisor. It has a lot of technological aspects.
It's all about tech only. Yeah.
So he was supervising all the techno things while shooting the film. So he's doing. One of my friend is a creative director in Zee Marathi. So these are school friends. So many are doing great, and चल रहा है अपना काम.
Let's come to my favorite question. When did you realize that you're famous? First time you got a fan. I'm sure तभी selfies, अगर selfie click किया हो या autograph दिया हो, whatever.
I Mulshi Pattern, the film released on 23rd November 2018. Trust me, we did not have a premiere the earlier day because everyone was busy promoting the film here and there. We just said ki skip the premiere, nothing happens with the premiere. Yeah, just go promote. That's what we were doing. And we all bought the ticket and saw the show. Like there was no premiere. So where do you watch? Go to the theaters and watch the film. So me with my parents booked the ticket in Pune. 3 tickets. Early morning, 8 a.m. show, first day, first show. तब तक I was not known by anyone. I mean, I was doing a lot of serials से अगर पहचानते थे, पर ऐसा जोन नहीं होता था कुछ. And मैंने रैंडम सीट्स ली थी, फिल्म देखी हमने, और मैंने रुमाल बांध लिया नाक को. And after that, we were traveling in the car now, and we were going for a breakfast. My parents really loved the film, and we were going for idli खाने के ही जा रहे थे हम. And there were horns from behind, and so many bikes were following our car. क्या चल रहा है, कोई टाइम पास कर रहे क्या हमारे साथ? देखा तो कांच नॉक करके कांच नीचे करो, कांच नीचे करो. मैंने कहा क्या चल रहा है? सर एक सेल्फी निकालना है आपके साथ. म्हटलं भाई थांबव तो गाडी. सो गाडी थांबवली बाजूला. And there were photos all over the street. It was the first day, first show.
मतलब कितने लोगों ने देखा होगा सोचो ना.
Exactly, everywhere around Pune, people were watching the first because it was already hyped from the beginning, before release also. After that day, and I remember a word, हमारे पिटिया भाई करके हमारे है co-actor and से friend है, रमेश परदेशी उनका नाम. उन्होंने कहा था की दाते बघ तो आपल्या पिक्चर नंतर रस्त्यावर फिरता पण येणार नाही तुम्हाला. और हमने कहा था कि अरे इतना नहीं कुछ होगा, मतलब ऐसा कब होता है यार, रास्ते पे क्यों नहीं घूम पाएंगे. एंड सीरियसली अ फ्यू मंथ्स पोस्ट द रिलीज ऑफ मुळशी पैटर्न, मी ओम बुतकर, वी weren't able to roam around in Pune without a mask.
I think that's success.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that was the first popular phase.
In front of your parents, you know, they watched it. I'm sure they were so proud. So sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to say that I'm sure they were so proud of it.
Yeah, they were. They still are. And but थोड़ी तकलीफ हुई हम दोस्तों को जो टपरी पे जाके चाय नहीं पी पा रहे, अरे यार हमारे फेवरेट होटल में जाके मैगी नहीं खा पा रहे, ये सब हुआ. पर that's how it is, right?
So that's your Pune life, like Maggie khana, chai pina. You always do that kind.
कहीं भी there is no place. Pune is pretty big, by the way. It is not a small city.
Of course.
But there is no place in Pune where if I go, I don't meet friends. So, you know, you want to do some professional meeting, private meeting, there is no place for me in Pune because then you'll have to go somewhere else, park your car, stand outside the car and do a standing meeting. Because someone comes and interrupts, not for photos and all, not the fans, I'm not saying, friends, acquaintances. अरे भाई इथे कसा काय करून someone will come and start talking. So Pune life is all about the people. It's all about people.
Wow. Acha, tell me something about, you know, your future projects. That what are you looking forward for now?
Asta, I've done some really exciting films.
Okay, you have already shot.
I've already shot for them. I have done some really exciting web shows.
Okay.
And I'm waiting for the release now. Of course, they have timed it at a good point. But they're really good. One of them is a hardcore action film. One of them is a thriller. One is again a thriller. The web series is humor. So I have shot too much for the past 2 years and waiting for all of it to come out soon, probably this year only, many of it, most of it. But also doing meetings for 1 or 2 good films and looking forward to them.
Hindi mein?
Hindi. It's there's a Hindi film that we are meeting about, and if it works out, great. I mean, it is on the verge of working out. I'm just not scheduled yet. But if that works out, again, it's going to be a good film in the bag. And also planning for another film. ऐसे random चल रहा है, पर some really good stuff coming out, some really good stuff to be shot.
But in some humor aspect, I want to say, has it ever happened after? Because you slayed and nailed the character of Eknath ji, okay? Like अगर हम photo रख दे, real and real, तो कोई ही पहचान नहीं पाएगा. But ऐसे कभी, just in a humor way, ऐसे कभी हुआ है कि किसी ने phone किया और बोला एकनाथ जी बनकर आ जाना? हुआ है?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course हुआ है. A lot of times, I've always denied, of course, कि मैं कैसे कर सकता हूँ.
They used to offer like good money also.
Yeah, they did. They really did. And ऐसे बहुत किस्से कि especially you know when we used to travel shoot ना, we used to rig the cameras to the car and गाड़ी वाले sequences हमने सब travel में मुंबई, all around मुंबई, सी लिंक के यहाँ पे हमने shoot किए. तो we used to have the, because कैमरा में पीछे का भी दिखता है, so we used to have the police car convoy cars behind, right, the fake convoy cars. So people used to look in the passing convoy, when they used to look at me कि अरे शिंदे साहब, because in the inside the glass it is so deceiving na.
You can't actually make it out na. Oh shit.
Yeah, even it happened with the security of Eknath ji ki once we were shooting in the outer area of their house, and whenever he's a minister, whenever he is coming, there is a movement intimation and there is a police movement. People are on alert when he is coming in, and suddenly our car makeup करके आया था, our car stopped in front of his house. The security guys were chill at that point because CM is not at home, right? So I just came. I was reading my script actually. I didn't even realize that. Opened the door, got out of the car, and I heard some sounds. I looked. Everyone stood up with their guns and with all their cameras and everything. And I was like, "Arey, bhai." And they took a second look and said, "Oh, sorry." Like, "Yaar, shooting करोगे ना वो." So it is really deceiving, and such really humorous episodes have happened a lot during the shoot. And especially Praveen sir used to do this a lot कि कोई मेहमान आ रहे हैं सेट पे, so मुझे अंदर बंद करके आज जरा तो तुमच्यासाठी जरा सरप्राईज आहे, and he used to open this to see me and oh sorry. So these shockers were always there on set.
ऑल्सो बिकॉज आपको पता ही होगा दादर में यूजुअली ये होता है कि कोई ना कोई पॉलिटिशियन आ रहा होता है और हम देखते हैं जो मुंबई में रहते हैं उनको पक्का पता होगा कि
I am born and brought up in Dadar, by the way.
ओह वाओ
Yeah, I'm born in Dadar. I lived 4 years. Most of my relatives stay in Dadar, so I still keep going.
हाँ तो वहाँ पर यूजुअली होता है कि पॉलिटिशियंस आते जाते रहते हैं तो वो रोड ब्लॉक हो जाता है तो लोगों को वो फीलिंग पता है सो वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दैट बेस
या कि अनअनाउंस कैसे आ गए यहाँ पे, कोई सिक्योरिटी नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है, पीए नहीं है,
मतलब पुलिस और सब पहले से होती है, सब गैदर होते हैं और फिर वो होता है ना या
legitimate movement ना. So there is a lot of system moving around when someone comes in, when a minister comes in.
एंड माई लास्ट क्वेश्चन कि आपके फेवरेट एक्टर्स कौन से रहे ओवर द टाइम एंड फ्रॉम मराठी इंडस्ट्री एंड देन वी कम टू बॉलीवुड एंड इफ यू वांट टू नेम समबडी फ्रॉम हॉलीवुड बट ऑब्वियसली फ्रॉम द इंडियन सिनेमा
Many actually. Marathi first, I'll say Upendra Limaye has been my really favorite actor for a long time. Yeah. He's such a grounded guy.
You've met him? You've had the
worked
privilege?
with him.
Oh, wow!
And Hambir Rao. We've worked together and we've spent a lot of time together.
It's like dream come true also, na?
Yeah. And he's a seasoned actor. He's a wonderful actor. So I really love his work. I still bounce to him if I have some doubt regarding how do I go ahead, how do I work. And he really gives honest opinions. He's never a liar. कि अरे मस्त वाले नहीं है वो, खटक रहा है तो खटक रहा है. So he's a great guy. I look up to him, and his trajectory is amazing. Prasad Oak, the one I worked with in Dharmaveer, the in and as. So he's amazing. Subodh Bhave is amazing, and he's an overworker. I believe he works on every medium. With equal passion. Today you call him, अरे मेरा डेली सोप का शूट चल रहा है. Tomorrow you call him, he's on an ad shoot. Day after you call him, he's shooting for a film, and at night he has some show to perform. That's his life.
इंटरव्यूज भी वही डेडिकेशन से देता है, पता है 12 बजे से शुरू करेंगे 8 बजे तक वो बैठे हैं इंटरव्यूज दे रहे हैं, सबको इंटरव्यू देंगे पर वो वेरी नाइस या वेरी डेडिकेटेड.
These guys are amazing. These guys these senior actors have slogged over the years for decades. And then they have made a mark. So these people are there. Praveen Tarde sir in directing, absolutely, and writing, he's an idol. From Hindi film industry, I'll say Nawaz I love a lot. I love Nawaz's performance a lot. Irfan to sabke dil ki धड़कन hai. He's a legendary actor. And no need to name Amit ji. No need to say Amitabh Bachchan in the list of favorite actors because he is indeed a favorite actor for many people, almost everyone. Ranveer I really love. Ranveer Singh's
The way he gets into the character.
Exactly, and that's what I think my school of performance is. I don't know whether I'm able to achieve it, but getting into the skin of the character.
But he does method acting also ना a lot. Like वो लॉक कर लेते हैं खुद को रूम में. He does that. He does a lot of method acting.
I don't know. I'm not sure about the process, but the way he has performed Khilji, the way he has performed Gully Boy, these are poles apart.
Versatility.
Yeah, and that's what I love in any actor. After a point, a typical cliche tone doesn't work for me. Characterization works the best as an audience for me. So Ranveer, I think he's one of the strongest guy in Hindi film industry right now. I really love his work. Hollywood, so many.
Yeah, Hollywood तो yeah. But we want like Indian cinema ज़्यादातर. But you know, talking about Nawazuddin Siddiqui, so when I interviewed him, तो उनकी एक फिल्म थी मांझी, if you know.
The Mountain Man.
हाँ, The Mountain Man. तो मैंने ना उनको ऐसे ही पूछा था, मेरा एक सवाल था कि आपने मेरा पहाड़ तोड़ के रास्ता बना लिया, सेम चीज़ आपने इंडस्ट्री में भी की है. And now when you just said about him, so I was like, हाँ यार, मतलब he has come a long way. कोई मतलब कुछ भी वैसा एक्टर एलिमेंट उस लेवल का नहीं था कि लुक्स वाइज या वो बॉडी वैसा नहीं था, बट उनकी एक्टिंग इट सेड इट ऑल, राइट?
He is a gem.
He is, yeah.
And क्या काम किया ऐसे कि
प्योर एक्टिंग. आई थिंक संजय मिश्रा, नवाजुद्दीन सिद्दीकी, ये लोग ने ना मतलब राजपाल यादव, इनके बिना फिल्में नहीं बन सकती,
बिल्कुल
नहीं बन सकती. एंड इन लोग में एक्चुअली यू कैन से दैट इन्होंने अपनी एक्टिंग से ही सब कुछ प्रूव किया. इट हैज नेवर बीन एनीथिंग एल्स और नॉट इवन द इजियर वे.
never. They have learned it the hard way. And Sacred Games, Gangs of Wasseypur, कितने अच्छे काम किए हैं यार नवाजुद्दीन ने.
काफी क्रेजी.
He is brilliant. He is really great.
He is very humble and down to earth also.
Yeah, I'm sure. I had lately जब film fair हुआ, he was the guest ना, so I just had the opportunity to say hi. He was hello. He's
But now that you are in the OTT thing and now you are again in the Indian cinema, यहाँ तो अभी आपको बहुत लोगों के साथ काम करना है, and I am sure that you are gonna cross paths with him. Let's like hope for the best.
manifesting it.
But yeah, we are just coming towards the end. One thing I would want to compliment you is you have like great way of expressing things, and you were very honest, I must say. So I enjoyed the conversation. I didn't even feel like, oh, we have almost crossed 45 minutes, or I don't know, I'll have to see the roll time. But yeah, because almost an hour now. But I didn't realize that it's gonna be like so good and so easy going with you. And I appreciate your English skills. It's very nice.
Wow.
Like your consistency, like you were like consistent. It was so good.
Yes. Hoping to get there where you expect me to be, and appreciating back. It was nice, really nice talking to you. And we met for the first time. Still got along really well.
And didn't feel also like it's the first time, right?
Yeah,
You were like, yeah, but you're very easygoing also, I think, in person. I think if you guys ever meet him, you all will know that he's very easygoing person. But
What is not easy going?
no, a lot of actors have a shield around, I feel, according to me. They don't open up so quickly, and they have this like, that okay, that accent. Even with men, 90% of that tone, like even you can create that. It's not something that you can't. आप भी तो वो रख सकते हो ठहरा, अच्छा. But then you have that relatability factor within you.
Not very much into put-ons. That's the reason why you're feeling such, and I'm glad. Because it really, see, we, as a job, we are always faking things. Right? Being an actor, you're always faking things. Making believe that I'm someone else. So, those are these conversations where you really get to be real. You really get to be candid. And also, not just because you're sitting in front of me that I'm appreciating you. It's also about what the other person is giving out. If it was a very formal and as a abhi ye sawal wala interview, maybe I would have put on that thing and said ki no. But now that we are just chatting and conversing, it has to be easy going.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed, and I'm sure that you guys are also gonna enjoy and see the raw side of it. And I hope a lot of actors show this raw side, because there's somewhere you have to get into the reality. But thank you so much, and it was simply awesome having a conversation with you.
Thank you, Astha. Thanks a lot. Hello guys, I'm Kshitish Date, and you're watching me on Awesome TV.